Hello Internet, this video is part of the Jeep Project playlist on Scott's Garage, where my 90-year-old father and I over the last year have been doing a complete frame-off restoration of our 1946 Willys CJ2A. In this video, I'm going to show you the final prep work before installing the tub back on the frame. A lot of these parts you will never see, but they are important. And if you're going to be doing a restoration, you might as well do it right. So these little parts are overall not that expensive compared to a complete restoration, but in my opinion are important. And the first thing I'll be doing is putting on new body pads. So these are the rubber, and it looks like there's a couple layers of material as well that are fused together, very much like the original, the ones that were there. And this cushions the tub from the frame, so you're not getting as many rattles. It just makes for a solid connection. And there are several of these, and I'll show you the exact placement of these. And I'm going to be just putting a light coating of glue, gluing them in place so they don't move around when I put the tub in place. So that's one thing. Secondly, I'll be putting in new grommets onto the tub. So this is a grommet for the fuel tank. Again, it's nice, new, it's rubber, and the neck of the gas tank goes through here, and it just makes a restoration look really good. And then finally, I'll be putting on new grommets in the firewall, and this is a kit. By the way, all these things you can purchase at kaiserwillys.com, and if you use my discount code SGarage upon checkout, you get 10% off your order. Kaiser Willys is an overall sponsor of the Jeep Project. They've been a wonderful sponsor. So this video, again, just some detail of getting things ready for the tub be placed back on the frame. Keep watching. Okay, here's some detail on these body pads. There are 12 total, and 6 of them, and these 6 here are on the front end of the tub where the tub sits in place. They're basically horizontal to the main frame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the final 6 are on the back side here, and they face the opposite direction. So this would be perpendicular to the main frame, so 1, 2. And then on what is really the back cross member, they are perpendicular to the main frame. They would be horizontal to that cross member frame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and again a total of 6 that are the same direction on the back side here. Now let's move on to the grommets. Here's what the Firewall Grommet kit looks like. And there is a schematic here, and hopefully after this video, I'll clearly mark everything to make it crystal clear for the CJ2A. But basically there are 3 different sizes. You have 2 large grommets, and one of them actually goes on the engine itself. Then you have 6 medium hole size grommets, and then you have 3 small hole grommets. And so I'm going to position them in place with a time lapse, and I'll come back with more detail. Okay, there they are. Now I do have 2 left over, and the small one does go through the fender wall, so I'll wait in installing the fender. And this is for the headlight. It goes through the fender wall. And then this actually goes on the engine. It's where the spark plug wires run through. I already have one over there. I may or may not replace it. And I'll give you more detail here as I put everything back together, but there we go. So again, you have mainly medium size grommets. You have a few small ones. There are some that are kind of mystery to me, or at least one. I don't know what this one is. and it's a smaller size as far as the grommet, so I'm not going to mess with that. As far as these, there's a heater, both a right side and left side heater, so I know that's what these two holes are for, and also those two holes are for. And so everything is covered. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but I'll find out as, again, we put everything together. Okay, last thing I'm doing here is putting on the gas tank neck grommet. There we go. Okay, now it's time to put the tub on. Using the engine hoist for the tub worked really well. Get everything in place there. Also, I'm glad that I glued the body pads on. They stayed in place and everything lined up perfectly. About ready to put the tires on. You haven't seen my dad for a while. He's going to cruise through here in just a second. Dad purchased the tires. I painted the rims. He purchased the tires, had them mounted, and things are really moving along. If you got any value from this video, please give us a like. Have a great day.